sustainable infrastructure representing access, dignity, and the promise of healthier lives. Tamuno Barabi Iblubo, Rstv News.
Meanwhile, Governor Sinala Ifubara has called for a paradigm shift from the annual mega gestures to continuous practical support for Nigeria's veterans and families of the fallen. Governor Ifubara made the call during the 2026 Emblem Appeal Lunch that held at the Banquet Hall of Government House in Port Harcourt. Again, Tamuno Barabi Ibulubo completes the story.
As this annual remembrance ceremony for military veterans begins, particularly in Rivers State, the message is clear: remembrance must come with responsibility. Governor Fubara recounted the sacrifice made by both the fallen heroes and those still alive who need continued support in appreciation of their role in furthering national unity. Responding to concerns over an earlier pledge to employ children of fallen soldiers, Governor Fubara explained that the delay was administrative, assuring the legions that action will follow once the required documentation is submitted. He also confirmed steady progress on the restructuring of the State Secretariat of the Nigerian Legion, which completion is visible before the end of 2026.
And the least that we can do is to appreciate them, not just coming here annually to do the emblem launching, but they should go beyond that to support those ones that are still alive, appreciate the dead ones through any other means.
Secretary to the State Government, Benebo Anabraba, described the governor as a son of a soldier who had remained firmly aligned with the welfare of those who served the nation.
This gathering is a mark of respect to the memory of men and women who paid the ultimate price to uphold the peace, unity, and progress, and to protect and secure lives and property, as well as the territorial integrity of Nigeria in fulfillment of government's constitutional responsibility to protect lives and property at all levels.
Chairman of the Nigerian Legion, Rivers State, ACG Aminikipo, praised the governor's support while drawing attention to outstanding pledges yet to be redeemed by other bodies. Tamuno Barabi Iblubo, Rstv News.
Budgetary achievements of the Fubara-led administration based on economic planning are not just commendable but people-oriented initiatives. Rivers State Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning, Imoyen Ephraim George, made this known while briefing journalists in Port Harcourt on the 2025 fiscal year budget. Emmanuel Emeyono reports.
Explaining the intricacies of budgeting, George said it is a critical process that provides the government with the opportunity to outline its plans and priorities for the coming year. She noted that the 2025 budget process commenced with a pre-budget workshop which serves as a platform for broad stakeholder engagement across various segments of the society, ensuring that public inputs were considered ahead of budget preparation. According to her, the primary objective of the budgeting exercise is to translate the governor's vision into actionable programs and emphasized that the completion of all ongoing projects remains a top priority of the Fubara administration, as the governor is committed to ensuring that no project is abandoned.
In that public hearing, we had virtually everyone. We had the fiscally challenged, we had students, we had the market women, we had religious bodies, amongst others. So after taking all that, their views and the rest, we now come back here to discuss one-on-one with the various MDAs that are represented in the state.
The Permanent Secretary further noted that the 2025 budget is designed to strengthen human capital development, particularly in the areas of education, healthcare delivery, and complete critical infrastructure projects, enhance security, and support broad-based socio-economic development. She added that from here on, project spending will remain focused and fiscal disciplined, and urged ministries, departments, and agencies to clearly define and align their priorities within their respective budget proposals to ensure effective implementation. Emmanuel Emeyono, Rstv News.
The sensitization of Rivers residents against the use of fireworks during the festivities ended with assurances that every machinery has been put in place to make the season accident-free. Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Special Duties, Deputy Secretary Judge, gave the hint at the roll-up of the sensitization. Obubelebara Parker reports.
Going round the streets of Port Harcourt and Obiakpo local government areas on a float, the crew, led by Permanent Secretary Sokari George, told residents that the enjoyment of the season does not require unnecessary fire lighting and shooting of explosives. He maintained that Governor Fubara means well for everyone and would do anything to ensure that urban places and the hinterlands are habitable until they return to normal businesses in the new year.
Happiness is all what His Excellency needs, and I believe the message has been sent home. You can see joy all over the places we went to, the Navy Market, the Niliat Market, the Rumowoji Market, the Elekaya Market, the Kumasi Market, all joy all over. Keep on saying they've learned a new way of actually handling fire and fire-related incidents.
Sokari George thanked the people for promising to be obedient and law-abiding.
We have also gone to some waterfronts, so it's better rather than making announcements, gathering them in a stadium. We go to the people where they are and preach this awareness to them.
Nnamdi Olimini, Rstv News.
Rumodumere Helium town of Obiakpo local government area of Rivers State now has regents to pilot the affairs of the community, putting paid to wranglings that crept up at the would-be choice of the people. Stakeholders including chiefs, elders, women and the youth were excited at the selection of Chief Henso Chituru Odu. Melvin Jackson has more.
Briefing newsmen at his palace, the regent Chief Enso Chituru explained that the community has been bereft of a paramount ruler following the demise of the immediate past ruler. He said this demise flung the gates of litigation open as to who would succeed the late king, but peace has since been restored because of the unanimous choice of the regent. Chief Odo appealed to the community to support his leadership and chart a new course for the community because, according to him, peace is the only panacea for development.
I'll listen to my elders. If there is any issue on ground, we deliberate on it. I bring my ideology and add to theirs. We must get something out. So my expectation is that this community must move forward.
Some members of the community commended the regent for his emergence, describing him as a pillar and agent of peace and development and a good ambassador of Rumodumere community in particular and Elilewon in general, and assured him of their unalloyed support.
Based on the period that this community has been divided due to selfish interests, my stand for this selection of a regent now is for the community to come back and build a peaceful front like we were before.
For him to have been chosen today, it's as a result of his antecedent, and I want to advise that he will keep up his character because it's a trust that is given to you by the people, and that trust should not be betrayed in any way.
Rumodumere youth, we strongly believe that he will use this opportunity to make peace and in turn return Rumodumere to its glories that we used to know.
Paramount ruler of Elilewon, Eze Soniwele, confirmed that the court ordered the parties involved to appoint a regent pending the election of a substantive paramount ruler. Melvin Jackson, Rstv News.
Do you love and care about Rivers State and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is the task we must accomplish. Remember, you can watch our news live on YouTube and Facebook at Rstv Online. You can subscribe and click on the notification bell for updates on our live feeds. Up ahead on the news, Libyan army chief dies in plane crash in Turkey, and Super Eagles commences quest for 4th African Cup of Nations title in Fes. These and more after the break. Stay tuned.
This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. Rstv Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
You're welcome back. The 6th Division Nigerian Army Port Harcourt has organized a festival of 9 lessons and carol to mark the Christmas celebration. The event, held at the 29th Battalion Parade Ground, was attended by selected church choirs in Rivers State. Justice Ihonwo completes the story.
Some of the churches that met presentation at the Festival of Nine Lessons and Carols include St. James and St. Matthew's choirs, both of Bori Camp, St. Jude's Military Choir, GRA, and Police Chaplaincy Choir. Others are Catholic Institute of West African Choir, Air Force Chaplaincy Choir, Navy Chaplaincy Choir, CWF St. James Choir, CWO St. James, Omega Power Ministries, and Children Choir. The first lesson was read by the General Officer commanding 6th Division, Major General Emmanuel Emeka, while his wife, Mrs. Manfon James Emeka, read the second lesson. The GOC speaks on the essence of the ceremony and what Christians should reflect on this season.
The summary of that is that it is important that you live like you are in one religion. Christians and Muslims live together without problem.
Justice Ihuo, Rstv News.
Chief Solomon Dise has been conferred with the title Eze Ogomabuweni, one of Rumomasi, alongside his wife Stella Solomon Dise, who was named Eze Nyemwere Ada Ikwere Asa, one of Rumomasi. The conferment ceremony took place at the palace of the paramount ruler of Rumomasi clan, His Highness Geoffrey Ezebonwo Adile, in Port Harcourt City Local Government Area of Rivers State. Emmanuel Emeyano tells us more.
Speaking during the ceremony, the paramount ruler said the selection of the honorees was based on their proven commitment track record and contributions to the growth and development of the Rumomasi community and society at large. He described Chief Solomon Disi, a native of Odoni Kingdom in Sagbama local government area of Bayelsa State, and his wife, Mrs. Stella Disi, a native of Ishobo Ancient Kingdom in Ikwere local government area of Rivers State, as notable philanthropists and dependable pillars of support to the Rumomasi clan.
The expectation from these people is for the betterment of the community, to assist the less privileged, to bring good ideas that will grow the communities in general.
The paramount ruler of Odoni in Bayelsa State, His Highness Stephen Pere Albert, alongside other stakeholders, expressed gratitude to the Rumomasi Council of Chiefs, elders, youth, and women for embracing the decision of His Highness Eze Geoffrey Ezebonwo Adele. They described the conferment as a positive step towards unity, development, and progress of the clan.
My wishes is that God should bless them abundantly for the good work that they are doing, that they should keep it up.
At the reception held in Ishopo, chairman of the occasion, Chief Matthew Aleru, as well as friends and well-wishers, expressed delight over the honor bestowed on Chief Stella Disi and husband. They praised their outstanding legacies and contributions towards their service to God and humanity, describing the title as well-deserved, and commended Chief Solomon Disi for his unwavering support to his wife and for being a worthy son-in-law to the kingdom.
The team, we say thank God and thank to the wind of change that is blowing through our society.
People came out there in their numbers to honor her because of her goodwill, her generosity, and her human nature to mankind.
In their remarks, the celebrant Chief Solomon Disi and his wife, Mrs. Stella Disi, thanked the Rumomasi community for finding them worthy of inclusion in the Council of Chiefs. They pledged to leverage their wealth of experience and resources to attract more development to the community.
And I thank the Eze for being able to identify good people, people who have served, and think that's the way forward.
The event featured the presentation of gifts, cake cutting, and colorful cultural performances. Emmanuel Emenyono, Rstv News.
Compared with previous years, prices of food items seem to plunge this year. Increasing goods patronage by Christmas shoppers. In this special report, Gaspar Anele sought to know the impulse of patrons and traders over the development. Take a look.
Considering the economic hardship bedeviling people, particularly low-income earners, I visited various popular markets in the state to get first-hand on the prices of food items. I observed that the reduction in price compared to last year's is heartwarming. Traders interviewed who deal on yams, rice, and tomatoes said they are receiving good patronage due to the new cost of food items.
Before, a bag of rice is 150, 180. But now, you can use 100,000 and buy 2 bags of rice.
Like last year, these ones, we've been selling them for 5,000. But this year, we will sell them for 3,000. So you can see that prices of food and this yam, it cuts down.
Onions, that is cheaper now. Onions, bucket is 5,000. Before it's 6,000.
Last year, mango rice now 130. This year, if you hold 80,000, 70, you don't chop them.
That dry fish that you're seeing, as of last year, I was selling this fish. One was 12,000, 15,000, but as for this year, I'm selling 5,000, 10,000.
Others were overjoyed that their wares are replaced in good time, just as the tellers also shared their views.
So before we are selling this gari rubber 4,000 naira, but glory be to God, it come down this year 159 with the sell rubber.
We dey sell this onions 8,000, 9,000, but now the thing don't come down to 4,000.
The customer, they bring cloth past last year, and also they wait for us before we open the shop because of their cloth there with us.
Gaspar Anele, Rstv News.
And on the foreign scene, Libya's prime minister says the country's army chief has been killed in an air crash in Turkey. General Mohammed Ali Ahmed al-Haddad and four others were on board a Falcon 50 aircraft flying out of the Turkish capital Ankara. In a statement, the Turkish Interior Minister Ali Yalikaya said signal with the business jet was lost about 42 minutes after it took off from Ankara's airport. The Tripoli-bound jet has issued an emergency landing request before contact was lost. The aircraft's wreckage was later found southwest of Ankara, and an investigation is now underway into what caused the crash. Moving on to sports. Nigeria kicked off their 2025 Africa Cup of Nations campaign with a thrilling 2-1 victory against Tanzania in their Group C opener at Fair Stadium. Nigeria dominated possession for much of the first half, creating several promising moves through the wings. Samuel Chukwueze was a constant threat, repeatedly troubling Tanzania's defense with direct runs and incisive passes. The breakthrough finally came in the 36th minute when Semi Ajayi powered home a towering header from an Alex Iwobi delivery, giving the Super Eagles a deserved lead heading into the break. Do you love and care about where the state and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is the task we must accomplish. With that, we conclude the news at 3. I am Catherine Ago. Many thanks for watching. Good